Hey everyone, this is going to be a demo of another interesting game. I think it's different from lots of the other ones that I've played. This is called PawPrints. This is also by Aprone. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but his name is I believe Jeremy Kaldobsky. So this is by the exact same person who makes other games like Castaways and Temporal, but I'll get to that one later. So basically, in PawPrints, the idea is you have to survive as long as you can and make your way to a city, because basically what has happened is the ship that you were traveling in crashed, and I think a lot of the people died, but you have a group of people that you have to manage, and you have to do things in order to get them to the my brain is going blank. I'm sorry, you guys. But yeah, so let's go ahead and launch the game.
PawPrints.
And I'll let it explain itself generally. So I'm going to hit enter here.
Welcome to PawPrints, version 0.9b by Aprone. Main menu.
All right, so we're in the main menu.
New game. Continue a saved game.
And
New game.
up and down arrows will go through the menu.
Continue a saved game. About this game. Default sounds enabled. Press enter to change. Exit. New game.
So if I hit tab.
Window eyes support. Window eyes support.
So tab will cycle through your screen reader choices. Now, a lot of these, from what I can gather, just output to the title bar, so you can really choose any of these that you want.
JAWS does not seem to be responding. Sapion. Aprone's PawPrints, v0.9b.
And this does use the JAWS API, I believe, for output to JAWS, but I don't have JAWS on, so it defaults back to Microsoft SAPI. If I keep tapping,
NVDA,
which again, if I read the title bar of the window, it just says NVDA.
Continue a saved game.
And if I move down and read the title bar,
continue a saved game.
So this should be playable, I think, regardless of whether you have vision or not, because it does output to the screen. I don't know how good the output actually looks, but you know.
About this game.
So
continue a saved new game. Exit. New game.
New game, that pretty much explains itself.
Continue a saved game.
Continue allows you to load.
About this game.
About.
Default sounds enabled. Press
default sounds.
Exit.
And exit. Now default sounds.
Default sounds enabled. Sounds disabled. Press enter to change. About this game. Sounds disabled. Exit. Sounds disabled.
Right. So if you don't want to play with sounds, you can turn them off here.
Default sounds enabled. Press enter to.
I'm going to turn that back on, and now let me have the game explain what it's about.
About this game. The basic idea is that you must lead your people, or as many as you can, to safety. It is a turn-based game, and each day you pick what your people will do. You can set their food rations, adjust the campfire, and assign tasks to people from the available list. When you end your turn, everyone does their job and you read a summary of the results. Pressing escape takes you backwards through menus. This is still a very rough framework of a game, so it's clunky and confusing at times. Aprone.
So yeah, that basically explains what you're doing. You're managing people, having them do tasks, and ultimately trying to get all of them, or at least a few of them, to I forget what the city is called, but yeah, you're basically traveling to a city. I think you're going down the mountains and things like that. So the other thing about this game too is it is random, so you never quite know what might happen. And it can be quite tricky, but I'm going to give it my best shot here on this recording.
Continue a saved game.
So let's go to new game.
New game. Configure your game.
All right, now, configure the game.
Difficulty, baby steps. Some people want their games to be hard, but want the opposite. You want them to be soft. This setting makes the game so soft, you'd swear you were playing in Baby Boop. Press Enter or Shift Enter to change.
Yeah, so this lets you choose how hard the game is.
Difficulty, easy. Press Enter or Shift. Difficulty, normal. Press difficulty, hard. Press difficulty, impossible. It is as if the hand of God came down from heaven and you took a steaming poop in it. Right in the center. Now this being of ultimate power is pissed and your people are going to suffer for it. Press Enter or Shift Enter to change. Difficulty, baby steps.
So I'm going to set it to the easiest possible level, just for the purposes of this demo.
Perk, so fuzzy. Start with 3 additional blankets. Your odds of finding blankets are increased. Press Enter or Shift Enter to change.
This is your perk, so just like in Castaways, you can set a perk and a fault that will dramatically impact how your game goes. So let's go through these choices for perks.
Perk, happy thoughts. Your people start out with higher morale. Press Enter or Shift Enter to change. Perk, pyromaniac. Firewood is easier to find. Press Enter or Shift. Perk, chain smokers. All seniors, adults, and teenagers start with lighters, but they were used so often they probably don't have many uses left. Press Enter or Shift Enter to change.
Chain smokers.
Perk, Java Man. Reduces the odds of people becoming exhausted and helps them recover from it faster. Press Enter or Shift. Perk, Fruit Fly, the double-edged sword. Each day there is a small chance that your people will advance to the next stage. Press Enter or Shift Enter to change.
Will advance to the next... I'm not sure if that said age or stage.
Perk, so fuzzy. Start with 3 additional blankets. Your odds of finding blankets are increased. Press Enter or Shift Enter to change.
Let's choose...
Perk, happy thoughts. Your people start out with higher morale. Press Enter or Shift Enter. Perk, pyromaniac. Firewood is easier to find. Press Enter or Shift Enter to change.
Pyromaniac, because we need lots of firewood.
Fault, odorific. Scent travels further and faster. Press Enter or Shift Enter to change.
Now this is your fault. So let's go through the list of faults here.
Fault, young and old. More of your survivors will be either children or seniors. Press Enter or Shift Enter to change. Fault, snowman. You start with 1 less survivor, but they are out there somewhere waiting to be found. Any lost people have a lower chance of finding their way back to your group. Press Enter. Fault, big boned. No, it's not prison slang for gang rape. Your people are more likely to fall through thin ice whenever they encounter it. Press Enter or Shift Enter to change. Fault, Smokey the Bear. Each night there is a small chance that your fire will go out. Press Enter. Fault, homeless. Each location offers fewer tasks for upgrading your camp. Press Enter or Fault, odorific. Scent travels further and faster. Press Enter or Shift Enter.
Yeah, so there's lots of different things that can happen. You can get attacked by animals. Your people can starve to death. If you don't keep their morale up, they will get depressed and die, and bad things will happen. There's all kinds of bad things and good things that can happen to you. Let's go with...
Fault, young and old. More of your survivors will be either children or seniors. Press Enter or Shift Enter to change.
Let's not do that.
Fault, snowman. You start with 1 less survivor. Fault, big boned. No, it's not prison. Fault, Smokey the Bear. Each night there is a small chance that your fire will go out. Fault, homeless. Each location. Fault, odorific. Scent travels further and faster. Press Enter.
I'll go with that one.
Religion, none. The various religions of the realm don't necessarily see eye to eye. They each believe that only their own deity, or deities, exist, and that the other religions are wasting their time. Having no religion simplifies things, but then again, what if there is a god and you're ignoring it? Press Enter or Shift Enter to change.
So this game has a religion system. I think what it does is if you choose the correct one, more good things can happen to you. The problem is, from what I was reading in the documentation, which I highly recommend that you read through in the README file, the problem is you don't know which one is right and which ones aren't. But I'll go through these.
Religion, Mossifism. Mossifists believe that their god Mossadrog rewards those uphold law and justice, even at the cost of self. To reach eternal paradise, these people must achieve an honorable death. Press Enter or Shift Enter to change.
Yeah, okay, that's just weird.
Religion, Labyrinthians believe that their god manifests itself in the world around them. Disrupting the natural state of an environment is considered a sin. Mental discipline and personal cleanliness must be maintained if one is to be considered close to their creator. Press enter or shift enter to change. Religion. Roshans believe that the dead become a part of their god Rashi. Respect must always be given to elders, because they will soon join their maker, and to the ancestors, who already have. It is written that whenever 2 or more people are together, the great demon will work through one of them to lead the rest astray. Press enter. Religion. None.
I'm going to set that to none.
Begin the game.
And let's begin the game.
Good luck.
And it says good luck, and here we are in the game. So I'm going to hit down now.
Press enter to view yesterday's summary.
So this is the main screen. So if you just up and down arrow through here.
You have 10 people. Press number keys 1 through 0 to view them. All of your people are in the same place. View the crash site. The majority of the airship ended up here, with twisted metal and splintered wood strewn across the snow and jagged rocks. Mangled remains of several passengers are frozen to rocks and sticking up from out of the snow. Some pieces of the wreckage are large enough for people to huddle together inside. Save and exit the game. End your turn. View the crash site.
So let's look at the crash site.
Location, crash site. The majority of the airship provides 5 protection, provides 5 insulation, lowers morale by 2 each day.
Now, these are the stats for each area.
This area is freezing cold. It is currently snowing, so it is more difficult to see things in the distance.
So it's cold.
A small fire is smoldering. Your people will try to keep the fire at this size. Press enter to change tomorrow's plan. Your people are not doing any tasks at this location. There are 17 tasks available at this location.
So each location has a bunch of tasks that you can do. I'll go through a few of these.
1. Collect firewood and other materials that can be burned. The entire crash site is littered with scraps that should be checked. 2. Collect firewood and other materials that can be burned. The entire crash site is littered with scraps that should be checked.
Now, what you'll notice is there are multiple tasks that do the exact same thing. This is normal, and you'll want to have multiple people on this.
3. Collect firewood and other materials. 4. Collect fire. 5. Collect larger pieces of the airship to be used as building materials. Some of the debris can help construct walls to block the icy wind. 6. Collect larger pieces. 7. Collect. 8. Improve the cam. Snow can be dug out from the largest piece of the airship and reinforced with various building materials. The result should be more secure and better insulated against the elements. 9. Improve the camp. 10. Bury the dead. Seeing frozen body parts and blood-stained snow all around has a horrible impact on the mind. 11. Bury the dead. Seeing frozen body parts and blood-stained snow all around. 12. Search for anything useful amongst the wreckage. The airship passengers carried many personal belongings, some of which should still be littered around the area or under the snow.
Yeah, this one is very handy. It lets you look for items that you can use.
13. Search for 14. Search 15. Search for anything 16. Search for any 17. Cut meat from the corpses. This is survival, and our food supplies will not last long. In this desperate situation, it might be worth finding someone who can stomach this horrible task.
And then, of course,
there are 6 resources here.
Now you get into the portion of this screen that tells you how many things are actually here.
Blanket. 1 available. This is being carried by a person at this location. Building materials. 15 available. 12 are located here, and the other 3 are being carried by people at this location. Firewood. 10 available. Food. 14 available. These are being carried by people at this location.
So we have a little bit of food and some firewood and a blanket.
Knife. 1 available. This is being carried by a person at this location.
Now, I believe the knife is used for hunting. Hunting and food, I think.
Lighter. 1 available. This is being carried by a person at this location.
Right, so if I hit
this is day 1.
Escape, this takes me back out to the main screen. And if I hit 1 through 0...
Sean at the crash site. Sean, a male teenager who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. Sean is protected but clumsy. He will hold nothing back in a fight to protect everyone, but will be more likely to be injured doing hard physical jobs. Sean is chilly, but not too uncomfortable. This person is set to receive a half ration each day. Press enter to set a new ration. This person is staying here, but has no assigned task. Press enter to change. This person has no health-related issues. This person is carrying 1 type of item. 2 food. Press enter to leave items at this location for others to use. There are 2 types of items at this location. 10 firewood. 12 building material.
Right, so each person has that, so...
Location, crash site. It provides 5 protection. This is day 1.
Alright, let me turn that off so I can talk to you real quick. So, each person will have different stats basically, and different behaviors that will modify those stats. So as you can tell, I mean, this gets reasonably complex rather quickly, or quite complex, I'm sorry. So let's see, what do we want to do? Let's say
press enter to view yesterday's summary.
Oh, and let's also do this. Let's actually read the backstory from the day before.
Summary of yesterday.
So I'm just going to hit down arrow.
We finally get a great view of the mountain range, but the frigid air takes some of the fun away. We find ourselves huddled around the blast vents to keep warm, laughing and telling jokes to pass the time. Everyone seems confused. Many of us have lined the side of the airship, looking down on the beautiful city as we pass it by. There must be some reason we didn't land in Jian, but none of the passengers seem to know. People have wanted to ask someone from the crew, but the only ones we've seen were clearly in a hurry to get somewhere. For a moment I thought I'd lost you. We've had some terrible turbulence that shook the steel frame of the airship so violently that several beams bent. Tears in the cabin sucked on many papers and books, raining them down on the mountainsides.
Sorry about that. Alright, let's keep on going here.
The captain is shouting orders and the crew is running around frantically. I'm not sure what exactly is wrong, but it feels as if we are losing altitude. Dear Journal, I'm writing to you to help keep myself calm. Passengers are terrified and the airship is fiercely swinging from side to side. I only dared peek out from my corner once, but we have dropped below the mountain tops now. Each time the ship turns, another mountain flies past at tremendous speed.
Let me reread that real quick.
The captain is shouting orders and the crew is running around frantically. I'm not sure what exactly is wrong, but it feels as if we are losing altitude.
Oh, no, I guess that's it.
I believe this will be the end. A few moments ago we collided and skimmed off of a cliff. People were sucked out of the ship, screaming off into the distance as they fell. There are steam lines spraying everywhere, and people screaming. Dear Journal, I am alive. I seem to remember we hit and bounced a few more times before it was over. I stand here in awe. There is only fire, death, and debris.
So that's basically the backstory. I guess they were traveling to that city and the ship crashed, and here we are. So
this is day 1.
We hit escape to go back to the previous menu.
Press enter to view yesterday's summary.
Let's
You have 10 people.
see here. Okay, 10 people.
All of your people are in the same place. View the crash site. Save an egg. View location. Provide this area. A small fire. Your people are not doing a small fire. Your people will stoke this up to a medium fire by tomorrow.
We want a medium fire to keep things warm.
Your people. There are 17. 1. Collect firewood and other materials that can be burned. Task selected. Task. Collect firewood and other materials that can be burned. The entire crash site is littered with scraps. No special requirements. No one has been given this task. Press enter to assign someone. Task given to Sean, a male teenager who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. He has no special...
Sure, let's do that.
Previous menu. Location. This area, a small fire. One person is assigned a task at this location. 1. Sean is going to collect anything that can be burned in the fire.
And of course, now that I have chosen a person, it will tell me in the tasks list what that person is going to do.
There are 16 tasks available. 1. Collect firewood and task select task. Previous menu. No one has been given this
So I'm
task.
going to hit end and then up arrow.
Task given to Jeremy, a male adult who is feeling stuffed and discontent. Previous menu.
Alright, do that.
Locate. This. Your people are.
Now you can also press the numbers.
Dana at the crash site. Dana, a female adult who is feeling stuffed and discontent. Dana is comfortable with the temperature. This person is set to receive a half ration each day. This person is staying here. This person has no health-related issue. This person is carrying one food. There are 2 types of items. 10, 12. This person is staying here, but has no assigned task. Travel away from the crash site, towards Jian. Stay in this location. Travel away from the crash site.
Okay, so that just lets you make your people travel.
Stay in this person is set to locate. Provide.
So we have to do tasks from the main screen of the crash site.
1, 2. There are 15 tasks. 1. Collect firewood. 2. Collect fire. 3. Collect 4. Collect larger pieces of the air. 3. Collect larger pieces of the airship to be used as building materials. Task selected. Task. No previous. No one has been given this task. Task given to Dana. Location. This. 2. 3. 1. Shop. 2. 3. There. 1. Collect firewood and other. 2. Collect fire. 3. Collect 4. Collect 5. Improve the cam. 6. Improve the cam.
So that's
7. Bury the dead. Seeing frozen body parts and bloodstained snow all around. Task.
do that.
Previous menu. No one has been. Task given to Tanner, a male teenager who is not hungry and is unhappy. Previous menu. Location. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 1, 6. Improve the cam. 7. Bury the dead. 8. Search for anything useful. Task selected. Previous menu. No one. Task given to Holly, a female teenager who is feeling full and is content. Previous. 2.
I'm going to look for as many items as I can.
7. Bury the dead. 8. Search for anything. Tasks. Previous. No one has. Task given to Pablo, a male teenager who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. Previous. Location. This is small. Your people are assigned 6 tasks at this location. 1. 6. There are 11. 11. Cut meat from the. There are 6. 10. Search for anything useful. Tasks. Previous. No one has. Task given to Brendan, a male adult who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. He has no special help. Previous.
So we're gonna do that.
1, 6, 7. Brendan is going to search through the wreckage for anything useful. There are 10 tasks
Look for some materials.
3, 4, 8, 9. Search for anything useful. Tasks. Previous. No one has. Task given to Brennan, a male adult who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. Previous. Location. Your 1. Your people are assigned 8 tasks at the.
So we've got 2 more people.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Search for any tasks. No one has. Task given to Vincent, a male adult who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. Previous. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Vincent is going to. There are 8 tasks. 1, 6. Improve. 7. Bury the dead. 8. Cut meat from the corpses.
Cut meat from the corpses. We need food.
Tasks.
As crazy as that sounds.
No one has. Task given to Juliet, a female teenager who is feeling. This task is assigned to Juliet. Press and location.
Alright, so
location. This is day.
I'm gonna hit escape.
End your turn.
End my turn.
Hold shift and press enter to confirm ending your turn.
It tells me to hold shift and enter.
Summary of day 2.
And then we can read this.
10 people are at the crash. Sean walks around the crash site looking for anything that will burn. The job gives him a closer look at many of the dead remains. Sean is feeling more sad than before. Sean has gained 4 firewood. Sean has gained 5 firewood. Sean has completed his task. Sean is chilly, but not too uncomfortable. Jeremy walks around the crash site looking for anything that will burn. The job gives him a closer look at many of the dead remains. Jeremy is feeling more sad than before. Jeremy has gained 2 firewood. Jeremy has completed his task. Jeremy is comfortable with the temperature. Dana picked out a few useful sheets of metal, and got an unfortunate look at a few more frozen body parts that were beneath them.
Oof.
Dana has gained 5 building materials. Dana has completed her task. Dana has gained 5 building materials.
Yep, alright, let's keep on going.
Dana is comfortable with the temperature. Fresh snow is thrown over to cover the blood stains, and various severed body parts have been buried. Tanner is feeling more sad than before. Crash site is a more cheerful place to be than it was before. Tanner has completed his task. Tanner is feeling quite warm. Holly carefully digs through the wreckage, looking for anything that might come in handy. Holly has gained 3 food. Holly has completed her task. Holly is feeling quite warm. Holly is feeling quite warm. She has a blanket to help keep herself warm. Pablo carefully digs through the wreckage, looking for anything that might come in handy. Pablo has gained 3 food. Pablo has completed his task. Pablo is comfortable with the temperature. Brendan carefully digs through the wreckage, looking for. Brendan has gained 1 splint.
So we've got a splint, which is used for broken bones.
Brendan has gained 1 bandage.
And a bandage, that's nice.
Brendan has gained 4 food. Brendan has gained 3 food. Brendan has completed his task. Brendan is feeling quite warm. Brendan carefully digs through the wreckage, looking for anything that might come in handy.
Now, I suspect what's going to happen, and I don't know how long I can actually play this, but I suspect what is about to happen, and what will undoubtedly happen to you, is you will find that you have too many resources or not enough resources, and you can't distribute them all, so people will inevitably die. I have found this game to be quite, to be a lot easier with less people. So I think I was playing this one time and I had like 2 or 3 people left, and it was much easier to navigate around.
Brennan has gained 3 food. Brennan has completed his task. Brennan is comfortable with the temperature. Vincent carefully digs through the wreckage, looking for anything that might come in handy. Vincent has completed his task. Vincent is comfortable with it. Juliet spent some time digging out body parts and carving as much meat off of them as possible. The job was not easy because the limbs were frozen.
Oof.
Juliet is feeling more sad than before. Juliet is feeling more. Everyone at crash site is feeling sadder than they were before. Juliet has gained 8 food.
So cannibalistic, yes.
Juliet has gained 3 food.
Ooh, it's a lot of food, damn.
Juliet has gained 3. Juliet has completed her task. Juliet is comfortable with the temperature. 2 more firewood was put into the fire at crash site. Juliet is 2 more.
And that's it. And it plays that sound each time I hit my down arrow. So let's hit escape.
This is day 2. Press enter to view yesterday's summary.
And I can hit enter.
Summary of day 2. 10 people are. Sean walks around. Sean is feeling more. Sean has gained 4 firewood. Sean has gained 5. This is day 2.
So
press enter to view yesterday's summary.
This is essentially how the game works. So you can take as much time as you need and plan things out, and that's what makes this game nice.
You have 10 people. Press number. All of your people are in the same. View the crash site. Save and exit the game. View the location. Provides 5 protection. Provides 5 location. Crash site. Provides 5 protection. Provides 5 insulation. Lowers morale by 1 each day. This area is freezing cold. The winds are quite strong, making it more difficult. A fire is burning. Your people will try to keep the fire at the size. Press enter. Your people will stoke this up to a large fire by tomorrow. Your people will let the fire burn itself out by tomorrow.
So those are your choices with the fire.
Your people will let the fire die down to a smolder by tomorrow. Your people will try to keep the fire at its current size. Your people are not doing any tasks. There are 13 tasks available at this location.
So there's still a bunch of things left to do here. I believe eventually you will run out of tasks.
1. Collect firewood and other materials that can be. 2. Collect firewood and other materials that. 3. Collect larger pieces of the airship to be used as building materials. Some of the debris can help the task selected. Previous, no one has been task given to Sean, a male teenager who is feeling stuffed and is sad. He has no special help. Previous menu. Locate. 1. Sean is going. There are 12. 1. Collect firewood and other material. Task previous. No one has task given to Jeremy, a male adult who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. Previous. There are 1, 3, 4, 3. Improve the camp. Snow. 4. Improve the camp. 5. Bury the dead. 6. Search for anything useful. Task previous. No one has been task given to Dana. 3. There are 10 tasks. 1, 3, 4. Improve the camp. 5. Bury the dead.
I'm mainly interested in grabbing all the materials I can, and then I think we're going to move out.
6. Search for anything. Task previous. No one had task given to Tanner. Previous. Your 1, 2, 3, 4. Improve the camp. 5. Bury the dead. 6. Search for anything. Tasks previous. No one task given to Holly. Previous. 1, 5. Bury the dead. 6. Search for anything. Tasks previous. No one task given.
Right now, I'm interested in gathering as many resources as I can.
Previous. 4, 5. Holly is going to search. 6. There are 1. There are 7 tasks available. 5. Bury the dead. 6. Search for anything. Task previous. No one task given to Brandon, a male adult who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. 6, 7. Brandon is going. There are 6 1, 2, 4, 5. Bury the dead. 6. Cut meat from the corpses. 4. Improve the camp. 5. Bury the dead. Task select previous. No task given to Brennan, a male previous. Provides this if the fire. If your people are assigned 1. 6.
2 more people.
7. 8. There are 5 tasks available. 1, 2. Collect larger people. 1. Collect firewood and other materials that can task no one task given to Vincent. The previous minute.
Let's get some firewood.
2, 3. Dana is going to 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. There are 4 tasks. 1, 2, 3. Improve the camp. 4. Cut meat from the corpses. Tasks no one had task given to Julian.
And we'll get more food.
Provides 5 protection. Provides 5 insulation. Lowers morale by 1 each day.
Right, so let's go ahead and hit escape.
This is end your turn.
End
Hold shift. Summary of day 3. 10 people are at the crash. Sean picked out a few useful sheets of metal and got an unfortunate look at a few more frozen boxes. Sean is feeling more sad than Sean has gained 3 building materials. Sean has gained 5 building materials. Sean has completed his task. Sean is chilly, but not too. Jeremy walks around the crash site looking for anything. Jeremy is feeling more sad than before. Jeremy has completed his task.
So I'm going to skip lots of these because we've already been through them.
Jeremy is comfortable with the temperature. Dana carefully digs through the... Dana has gained 1 splint. Dana has completed her... Dana is comfortable with... Dana carefully digs through the wreckage. Dana has gained 1 bandage. Dana has gained 4 food. Tanner has completed his. Tanner is feeling quite warm. Holly carefully digs through the wreckage. Holly has gained 4 food. Holly has completed her task. Holly is feeling quite. Pablo carefully digs through. Pablo has completed his task. Pablo is comfortable with. Brandon carefully digs through. Brandon has gained 1 blanket. Brandon has gained 1 spear.
We've got a blanket, and a spear, which will be handy for hunting.
Brandon has completed his task. Brandon is feeling quite warm. Fresh snow is thrown over to cover the blood stains, and various severed body parts have been buried. Brandon is feeling more sad than before. Crash site is a more cheerful place. Brandon is feeling more sad. Brandon is feeling more sad. Crashed. Brandon has completed his task. Brandon is comfortable with it. Vincent walks around the crash site looking for anything that will burn. Vincent has gained 3 firewood.
3 firewood.
Vincent has completed his. Vincent is comfortable with. Juliet spent some time digging out body parts, and Juliet is feeling more sad than everyone at crash site. Juliet has gained 8 food. Juliet has gained 3 food.
Lots of food.
Juliet has gained 3. Juliet has completed her. Juliet is comfortable with. 2 more firewood was put into the fire at crash site.
Right.
This is day 3. Press enter to view yesterday's summary. You have 10 people. All of your people are in this. View the crash site. Location. Craft provides 5 protection. Location. This area is freezing. The fire is burning. Your people are not doing any tasks. There are 3 tasks available at this look. 1. Collect larger pieces. 2. Improve the cam. 3. Improve the cam.
So what we're going to do...
1. Collect larger pieces of the airship to be used as building materials. Some of the debris can have tasks of previous. No one has been task given to Sean, a male teenage. Previous menu.
Let Sean do that.
Location. Crash site.
And what I'm going to do at this point...
Sean at the crash site.
...is look at Sean's stats.
Sean, a male teenager. Sean is chilly. This person is set to receive a half-assigned task. Collect larger pieces of the airship. This person has no health-related. This person is carrying 2 types of 9 firewood. 8 building materials.
9 firewood.
Press enter to leave. There are 2 types of items at this location. 12 building materials. Press enter to pick items up. 6 firewood. Press enter to pick 12 building materials.
Right, so he should be okay. The rest of these people...
Location provides 5 per... Jeremy at the crash. Jeremy, this person is staying here, but travel away from the crash site.
I'm going to make the rest of these people travel to the new location.
Dana at the crash. Dana, this person is set to receive. This person is staying here. Travel away from the crash site. Toward Tanner at the crash. Tanner is feeling. This person is set to receive. Tanner is feeling quite warm. This person is staying here. Travel away from the crash site. Tanner at the crash site.
5.
Holly at the crash. This person is staying here. Travel away from the crash site. Pablo at the crash. This person is set to receive. This person is staying. Travel away from the crash site. Brandon at the crash. This person is staying here. Travel away from the crash. Brandon at the crash site. This person is set to receive. This person is staying. Travel away. Vincent at the crash. This person is staying here. Travel away from the crash site. Towards Juliet at the crash site. This person is staying here. This travel away from the crash site. This person has no health.
Right, so I'm gonna hit
location.
Escape.
Provides. This area is freezing cold. Provides 5. The fire is burning. 1 person is assigned a task at the 1. Sean. There are 2 tasks available at 1. There are 9 resources here. Bandage. 2 available. These are being carried by people at this location. Blanket. 2 available. These are being building material. Firewood.
Alright, so let's go ahead and end the turn here.
This is day 3. End your turn. Summary of day 4. 10 people are at the crash site. Sean picked out a few useful sheets of metal. Sean is feeling more sad than before. Sean has completed his task. Sean is comfortable with the temperature.
Apparently we didn't get anything else.
Jeremy travels away from the crash site. Jeremy travels away from the crash site. He arrives at the first ridge. Dana travels away from the crash site. She arrives at the first ridge.
First ridge.
Tanner travels away from the crash site. He arrives at the first ridge. Holly travels. Pablo travels. Brandon travels. Vincent has been working too hard without sleep, and the effects have finally taken its toll.
Ooh.
Vincent is suffering from exhaustion. Vincent travels away from the crash site. He arrives at the first ridge.
So this is the other thing too, is if your people are doing things too often, they will get tired and you might want to make them rest.
Juliet travels away from. Jeremy is comfortable with the temperature. Dana is comfortable. Tanner is feeling quite warm. Holly is feeling quite warm. Pablo is comfortable with. Brandon is. Vincent is comfortable. Brennan is comfortable. Juliet is comfortable. 2 more firewood was put. 9 people are at the first ridge. A blizzard of snow and high winds chill everyone to the bone and make it impossible to see much of anything.
Right, so.
This is day 4. Press enter to view yesterday's. You have 10 people. You have people in 2 different places. View the crash site. View the first ridge. A huge mass of dark rock on the View the crash site. Location. Crash site. It provides 5 protection. This area is freezing cold. A fire is burning. Your people are not doing any. There are 2 tasks. 1. Improve the camp. 2. Improve the camp. There are 2 resources here. Building materials. 20 available. 12 are located here and the other 8 are being carried by people at this location.
Right, so I have that one person here at the crash site and the other 9 in the new location. What I'm going to do now...
Firewood, 13 available. 4 are located here and... Building materials,
Let's see.
20 available. There are 2 resources. 2. Improve the camp. 1. There are 2 Your people are not doing any tasks at this location. The fire is burning. Your people will try to keep the fire at the size. This area is freezing. Provides 5. Location. Crash site. This is press
Alright, so I believe...
Sean at the crash site. Sean.
Alright, let's hit number 1 to control Sean.
Sean is comfortable with this person is set to receive a hat. This person is staying here, but has travel away from the crash. This person has no health related. This person is carrying 2 types of items. 9 firewood. Press enter to leave 8 building materials. Press enter to leave items at this location for others to use.
So within each character's screen, you can specify if you want to leave things here or not.
There are 2 types of 12 building materials. Press enter to pick items up. Carry building materials on. So 12 building materials picked up by Sean.
So I'm going to have him pick up these materials.
4 firewood. Press enter to pick items up. Carry firewood on this person dialogue. How many would you like to pick up? Edit selected one.
Then I'll type 4.
Select 4 firewood picked up by Sean. There are no items at this 20 build 13. This person. There are no items at this 20 building materials. 13 firewood. This person is carrying 2 types of items. This person has no health related. This person is going to travel away from the crash site. This person is set to receive a half ration each day. Press enter to. Sean is comfortable with the temperature. Sean, a male teenager who is feeling stuffed and is depressed. Sean is protective but clumsy. Location, crash site.
Alright, now.
Provides 5 protection. Location. This is press enter to view yesterday. You have view the crash site. View the first ridge. A huge mass of dark rock on the white snow makes it easy to see where the airship crashed and bounced off. Debris and chunks of the ship litter the area, no doubt sheared off in the impact.
Alright, now we need to look at this new location.
Location, the first ridge, about 6 miles from the crash site.
First
A huge
ridge.
mass of dark provides 4 protection, provides 4 insulation, lowers morale by 1 each day. This area is freezing cold, no fire here. Hold shift and press enter to start 1. It will use up 1 firewood. Fire provides extra heat and protection for your people. Your people are not doing any. There are 13 tasks available at this look. 1. Collect firewood.
So we have the same list of tasks.
2, 3, there are 9 resources here. Bandage. 2 available. These are being carried by people. Blanket. 2 available. These are being building materials. 8 available. These are being carried. Firewood. 5 available. These are being carried. Food. 15 available. These are being carried by people at this location. Knife. 1 of it. Lighter. 1 of it. Spear. 1 of it. Splint.
Alright, so we need to assign some jobs here.
Location. Provides 4 protect. This area is no fire here. Your people are not doing any tasks at this location. There are 13 tasks. 1. Collect firewood and other material. Task selected.
Now,
Previous. No one has task given to Jeremy, a male adult who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. He has no special health conditions. Jeremy is nurturing but clumsy. Press enter to a previous menu. Locate. Provide this area. No fire. 1 person is 1. Jeremy is. There are 1. Collect firewood. There are 12. 1. Jeremy is going to collect anything that can be burned in the fire. There are 1. 2. Collect firewood and other materials. 1. Collect fire. Task previous. No one. Task given to Dana, a female adult who is feeling stuffed and is content. She has no special health conditions. Previous. Your 1. 2. Dana is. There are 11. 1. Collect firewood and other task previous. No one has task given to Tanner, a male teenager who is not hungry and is sad. He has no special health conditions. No. Your 1. 3. There are 10 tasks.
Okay.
1. Collect larger pieces of the airship to be used as 2. Collect larger piece. 3. Set up a small camp. None of the airship pieces can currently shelter us from the elements, but with some work and materials, something can be cobbled together. 2. Collect larger pieces of the airship to be used as building materials. Some of the debris can help construct walls to block the icy wind. Task previous. No one's task given to Holly, a female teenager who is feeling full and is content. She has no special health condition. No. 1. Your people are assigned. No. Your people are assigned 4 tasks at this location. 1. 2. Dana is going to. 4. There are 9. 1. Collect larger pieces of the airship. No task given to Pablo, a male teenager who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. He has no special health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 8 tasks. 1, 2. Set up a small camp. 1. Set up a small camp. No one. Task given to Brendan, a male adult who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. He has no special health condition. 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 7 tasks. 1. Set up a tasks previous. No task given to Brennan, a male adult who is feeling stuffed and is sad. He has no special health condition. Location provides 4. This area is freezing. No fire here. Hold shift and press enter to start 1.
So
It will use
start
up
a
1
fire.
firewood. A tiny fire is started, which crackles and glows. Your people will benefit from its heat and light. A small fire is smoldering. Your people will try to keep the fire at its current size. Your people will stoke this up to a medium fire by
Make
tomorrow.
a medium fire.
Your people are assigned 7 tap 1. 6 7. There are 6 tap 1. Bury the dead. 2. Search for anything useful. Tasks preview. No one. Task given to Vincent, a male adult who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. He has exhaustion. Vincent is focused but greedy.
Alright, so we're not going to give him a job.
Task given to Julian. Task given to Vincent. Task given to Julian, a female teenager who is feeling stuffed and is severely depressed. She has no special health conditions. Juliet is determined but greedy. Press enter to assign.
Determined but greedy.
Location provides. This area is freezing. A small fire. Your people are assigned day tasks. 1. Jeremy is going to. This is end your turn. Hold shift. Summary of day 5. One person is at crash site. Sean travels away from the crash site. He arrives at the first ridge. Sean is comfortable with the temperature. Sean travels away. The fire at crash site was left unattended and has gone out.
Okay, we don't care because we're not there anymore.
10 people are at the first ridge. Vincent took time to rest and conserve energy. Vincent is comfortable with the temperature.
The snoring noise is kind of silly.
Jeremy walks around the crash site looking for any. Jeremy is feeling more sad than before. Jeremy has gained 2 firewood. Jeremy has gained 3 firewood. Jeremy has gained 4 firewood. Jeremy has completed his. Jeremy has been working too hard without sleep, and the effects have finally taken its toll. Jeremy is suffering from exhaustion. Jeremy is comfortable with the temp. Dana walks around the. Dana has gained 2 firewood. Dana has gained 6 firewood. Dana has completed her. Dana has been working too hard. Dana is feeling quite warm. Tanner walks around. Tanner has completed his task. Tanner is feeling quite warm. Holly picked out a few useful sheets of metal. Holly is feeling more sad than before. Holly has gained 1 building material. Holly has gained 5 building material. Holly has completed her task. Holly is feeling quite warm. Pablo picked out a few. Holly is feeling quite warm. She has a blanket to help keep herself warm. Pablo picked out a few useful straps on and snaps his ankle. He needs to get a splint on it before he can be moved.
Ooh.
Pablo is feeling more sad than before. Pablo is showing signs of frostbite on his fingers and toes.
Uh-oh.
Pablo has gained 1 building materials. Pablo has completed his task. Pablo is feeling quite warm. The small camp now provides some shelter and insulation from the wind. Everyone at the first ridge is feeling a little happier than before. Brandon has used up 6 building materials. It is easier for people to defend the first ridge now. It is now easier to stay warm at the first ridge. Brandon has completed his task. Brandon has been working too hard without. Brandon is feeling quite. Due to a food shortage, Brandon was only able to eat a quarter ration. The small camp now provides some shelter and insulation from the wind. Everyone at the first ridge is feeling a little happier than before.
So, what I haven't been doing.
Brennan has used up 6 building material. Everyone at the first ridge is feeling. It is easier for people to defend the first. It is now easier to stay warm at the first. Brennan has completed his task. Brennan is comfortable with the temperature. Due to a food shortage, Brennan was not able to eat anything.
Ooh.
Juliet carefully digs through the wreckage, looking for anything that might come in handy. Juliet has gained 4 food. Juliet has gained 3 food.
So,
Juliet has completed her. Juliet is comfortable with it. 2 more firewood was put. This is day 5. Press enter to view yesterday's. You have 10 people. All of your people are in the view the first ridge. Save and exit the view location. The first provides 16 protection, provides 9 insulation, lowers morale by 1 each day.
alright, so we're actually doing pretty good here.
This area is freezing cold. The winds are quite strong. A fire is burning. Your people are not doing it. There are 6 tasks available at this. 1, 3, 4, 6. There are 9 resources here. 6. Cut meat from the corpses. 5. Search for anything useful. 4. Search for any. 3. Search for 2. Search for 1. Bury the dead. During the air. 2. 1. Bury the dead. During the airship's impact with these rocks, several people were thrown out. Most are fairly intact bodies, which will make cleanup easier.
Right, so...
6. There are 9 resources here. Bandage. 2 available. These are being carried by people at this location. Blanket. 2 available. These are building materials. 23 available. These are being carried by people at this location. Firewood. 32 available. These are being food. 5 available. These are being carried by people at this location.
Wait.
Knife. 1 available. Lighter. 1 available. Spear. 1 of splint. 2 available. These are being carried by people. This is Dave. Press enter.
Alright, well, let me look at Juliet.
Juliet at the first. Juliet, a female teenager who is feeling stuffed and is depressed. Juliet is comfortable with the temp. This person is set to receive a hat. This person is staying here. This person has no health. This person is carrying 1 type of 5 food. Press enter to leave items at this look. There are no items at this location.
5 food.
5 food. Sean at the first ridge. There are no items. 16 building with 11 firewood. This person is carrying 2. Jeremy. There are no 10 firewood. This person is carrying 1. Dana. There are no 8 firewood. There are no 1 splint. This person is carrying dinner at. There are no 1 bandage. There are no 1 bandage. Press enter to leave. This person is carrying 1 type of. This person has no health. Holly at that. There are no 6 building material. There are no items. 1 blanket. This person has no health. Pablo at. There are no 1 building material. 1 knife. 1 lighter. This person is carrying 3. 2. Frostbite. Frozen skin causes extreme pain and can lead to lost fingers, toes, and even entire limbs. 1. A broken ankle. Press enter to use a splint. Without a splint, there is no safe way to move someone in this condition. Pablo used a splint to stabilize his ankle.
Alright, so we'll do that.
2 health issues. 1. An ankle splint. 2. Frostbite. Frozen skin causes extreme. This person is carrying 3 types of items. 1 lighter. 1 knife. 1 building materials. There are no items. Brandon at Brandon. There are no 1 spear. There are no items. 1 blanket. Press enter to leave items at this. Leave blanket at a location dialog. How many would you like? Select 1 blanket left here for others to use. 1 bandage. This person is carrying 1. Exhaustion. Lack of sleep can lead to exhaustion. Sufferers of this condition are far more likely to accidentally hurt themselves or others.
Think.
Brandon, a male adult who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. Brandon at the first. Vincent at the first. Vincent, a male. Vincent is comfortable. This person is set to receive a. This person is staying here. 1 health issue. 1. Exhaustion. Juliet at the first. 1 blanket. There is 1 type of 5 food. This person is carrying. This person has no health related issue. Vincent at. Brandon at the 1. There is. This person is not carrying. This person has no health. This person is. Vincent at the first.
So
1
Vincent.
blanket. There is 3 firewood. This person. 1. Exhaustion. Vincent. Juliet at the first ridge. 1 blanket. There is 5 food. This person has no health related. SFX volume 95%.
Oh, and
SFX volume 85%.
you can hit dash and equals to raise and lower the volume.
SFX volume 80%.
Let me actually turn that down.
This person is staying here, but has no assigned location. Provides 60. This area is freezing. A fire is. Your people are not doing any. A fire is burning. Your people will stoke this up to a large fire.
Let's make it a large fire, and let's see who's the person with frostbite.
Dinner at the 1. There is 1 bandage. This person has no help. Holly at 1. There is 1 blanket. This person 6 building 1 blanket. This person has no help. Pablo at 1. There is 1 building 1 knife 1. This person 2. Frostbite 1 blanket. Press enter to pick items up. Carry blanket. Select 1 blanket picked up by Pablo.
Alright, so we're going to give you a blanket.
Location. Provides this. A fire. Your people. There are 6 tasks available at this location. 1. Bury the dead. 2. Search for anything used. Tasks previous. No one has. Task given to Sean, a male teenager who is feeling stuffed and is sad. He has no special health conditions. Previous.
Alright, so we're going to give you that.
A fire. 1. Sean is going to search. There are 1. Bury the 2. Search for anything used. Tasks previous. No one has. Task given to Jeremy, a male adult who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. He has exhaustion. Jeremy is nurtured. Task given to Dana, a female adult who is feeling stuffed and is optimistic. She has exhaustion. Dana is focused, but task given to Tanner, a male teenager who is not hungry and is unhappy. He has no special help. Previous. This. Your 1. 2. There are 4 tasks. 1. Bury the dead. 2. Search for any. 3. Search. 4. Cut meat from the corpses. This is survival, and our food supplies. 1. 3. 2. Search. Task given to Jeremy. Task given to Dana. Task given to Holly, a female teenager who is feeling full and is content. She has no special. Previous. Look. Your 1. 3. Holly is going to search through the wreckage for anything useful. There are 3 tasks. 1. Bury the dead. 2. Search for anything useful. 3. Cut meat. Tasks. Previous. No. Task given to Jeremy. Task given to Pablo, a male teenager who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. He has an ankle splint and frostbite. Pablo is independent but entitled. Press enter to assign this person to this task. Pablo gains morale when all alone at a location, but will be unhappy if someone has something they don't. Task given to Brendan, a male adult who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. He has exhaustion. Task given to Brennan, a male adult who is feeling full and is sad. He has no special. Previous. This. A fire. Your people. 1. 2. Your people are assigned 4 tasks. 4. There are 2 tasks of it. 1. Bury the dead. 2. Search for anything. Task given to Pablo, a male teenager who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. Task given to Brendan. Task given to Vincent, a male adult. Task given to Juliet, a female teenager who is feeling stuffed and is depressed. She has no previous location. Provides. This area is free. A fire is. Your people are assigned 5 tasks at this location. 1. There is 1 task. 1. Bury the dead. There are 9 resources here.
So let's end the turn.
End your turn. Hold shift. Summary of day 6. 10 people are. Jeremy took time to rest and conserve energy. Jeremy is feeling quite warm. Dana took time to rest and conserve energy. Dana is feeling quite warm. Pablo took time to rest and conserve energy. Pablo is feeling quite warm. Due to a food shortage, Pablo was only able to eat a quarter ration. Brandon took time to rest and conserve energy. Brandon is feeling quite warm. Due to a food shortage, Brandon was not able to eat anything.
Oof.
Vincent took time to rest and conserve energy. Vincent is comfortable due to a food shortage. Vincent was not able to eat anything.
Yeah, so we're running out of food.
Sean carefully digs through the... Sean has gained 4 food. Sean has completed his... Sean has been working too hard. Sean is comfortable with the temperature. Tanner carefully digs... Tanner has gained 1 blanket. Tanner has gained 3 food. Tanner has completed his... Tanner is feeling quite warm. Holly has gained 4 food. Holly has completed her... Holly is feeling quite warm. Brennan spent some time digging out body part. Brennan is feeling more sad. Everyone at the... Brennan is feeling more sad. Brennan spent some time. Brennan is feeling more... Everyone. Brennan has gained 8 food. Brennan has gained 3 food.
Got lots of food.
Brennan has completed his... Brennan is comfortable. Juliet carefully digs. Juliet has gained 4 food. Juliet has completed her... Juliet has gained 4 food. Juliet is comfortable. 3 more firewood was...
Right.
This is day 6. Press enter. You have 10 people. All of your... View the first ridge. Save an egg. View location. Provides 16 protect. This area is freezing. A large fire is raging. Your people will try to keep the fire at the size. Press. Your people are not doing... There are 5 tasks available at this location. 1. Bury the dead. 2. Search for anything. 3. Search for 4. Search for 5. Cut meat from the corpses. 2. Search for...
We're gonna search one more
Tasks
time
previous.
here.
No one. Task given to Sean, a male teenager who is feeling stuffed and is sad. He has exhaustion. Task given to Jeremy, a male adult who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. He has exhaustion. Task given to Dana, a female adult who is feeling stuffed and is optimistic. She has exhaustion. Task given to Tanner, a male teenager who is not hungry and is sad. He has no special health condition. Previous. A large... One person. 1. Tanner is going to search through the... There are 4 tasks. 1. Bury the... 2. Search task no task given to Sean.
We're gonna let these people rest.
Task given to Dana. Task given to Holly, a female teenager who is feeling full and is content. She has no special health conditions. Previous. A large. Your people. 1. 2. There are 3 tasks. 1. Bury the... 2. Search for... 3. Cut meat from the corpses. 2. Task previous. No one's task given to Sean, a male teenager. Task given to Pablo, a male teenager who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. He has an ankle splint and frostbite. Pablo is independent but entitled. Press enter to assign this person to the task given to Brendan, a male adult who is feeling full and is unhappy. He has exhaustion. Task given to Brennan, a male adult who is feeling full and is depressed. He has no special health. Previous. Your 1, 2. There are 2 tasks. 1. Bury the dead. 2. Cut meat. Task no one has been person removed from this task.
So if you hit Shift Enter, you remove the person from the task.
Task given to Julian, a female teenager who is feeling stuffed and is depressed. She has no special health. Previous location. Provide this area. A large. Your people are assigned 4 tasks. 1. 4. There is 1. There are 9 resources.
Right, so we'll let these people rest.
This is enter. Hold summary of 10 people are. Sean took time to rest and conserve energy. Jeremy took time to rest. Dana took time to rest and Pablo took time to rest and Brendan took time to rest and Vincent took time to rest. Tanner carefully digs through the. Tanner has gained 1 lighter. Tanner has gained 1 knife. Tanner has completed his... Tanner is feeling quite warm. Holly carefully digs through the wreckage. Holly has completed her task. Holly is feeling quite warm. Brennan carefully digged. Brennan stepped on and snapped his leg. He needs to get a splint on it before he can be moved. Brennan has gained 4 food.
A splint. Uh-oh.
Brennan has gained 1 coat. Brennan has completed his task. Brennan is feeling quite warm. Juliet spent some time digging out. Juliet is feeling more sad than before. Everyone at the... Juliet has gained 8 food. Juliet has completed her... Juliet is feeling quite warm. 3 more firewood was... This is day 7. Press enter to view yesterday's. You have 10 people. All of your... View the first... Save and enter. View location. Provides 16... This area is freezing. Provides 16 protection. Provides 9 insulation. A large fire. Your people are not doing any... There is 1 task available. 1. Bury the dead. There are 10 resources here.
Okay.
Bandage. 2 available. Blanket. Building material. Coat. Firewood. Food. Knife. Lighter. Spear. Splint. 1 available. This is being carried by a person at this location. Spear. Splint. Spear. 1 available. This is lighter. Knife. Food. 16 available. These are being carried by people. Firewood. Coat. Building materials. 20. Coat. 1 available. This is blanket. Bandage. Build. Coat. Firewood. 26 available.
26 firewood.
Blanket. Bandage. There are 10 1. Bury the dead.
So, let's see.
4:50 p.m.
Oh, this game might go on quite long. I do apologize, but I'm curious how far I can get.
This is day. Press and you have 10. All of your people view the save and view the first.
All right, so let's see who got sick.
Sean, there are 16 5 fireworks. This person is carrying 1 exhaustion. Jeremy, there are Jeremy is feeling quite. This person is set to. This person is staying here. This person has no health. Dana, there are 8 5 1. This person is carrying 2 types 1 splend. This person has no health related 1 splend. Press enter to leave items at this location for others to use. Center at the. There are 1 lighter, 1 blanket, 1 knife, 1 bandage. This person has no health. Holly, there are no 6 building. There are no 1 blanket. This person has no health. Pablo, there are 1 blanket, 1 building, 1 knife, 1 lighter. This person 2 frostbite, 1 an ankle splend. Brandon at the. There are 1 band. This person has no health. Brandon at the. There are 1 coat, 8 food. This person is carrying 1 a broken leg. Press enter to use. Brennan used a splint to stabilize his leg.
Alright, so let's do that.
1 health issue. Look.
And we'll just let them rest for now.
This is end your turn. Save it. End your hold shift. Summary of day. 10 people. Sean took time to rest. Jeremy took time to. Dana took time to. Tanner took time to rest. And Holly took time to. Pablo took time to. Brendan took time to rest. Brennan took time to rest. Vincent took time due to a food shortage. Vincent was not able to eat anything. Juliet took time to due to a food shortage. Juliet 3 more firewood was. This is day 8. Press enter to view yesterday's sum. You have 10 people. All of your view the first save and locate provides. This area is free. A large fire is with. Your people are not doing it. There is 1. Bury the dead.
Alright, so now it's time to move on.
There are 8 resources here. Bandage. 2 available. This is day 8. Press. You have 10 people. All of your view the first edge. Save and locate provides. Spear. 1 available. This is being carried by a person. Lighter. 2 available. These are being carried. Knife. 2 available. These are being firewood. 23 available. These are being.
I'm just checking to make sure that we have all of the materials.
Coat. 1 available. Building materials. 23 available. Blanket. 3 available. These are being bandage. 2 available. These are being. There are 8 resource. Building materials. Coat. 1 available. This is being carried by a person. This press entered. Sean at the. Sean is. This person is set to receive. This person is staying. Travel away from the crash site. Jeremy. This person is set to this travel. Dana. This travel. Dana. This travel away. Holly. This person is set to receive. This travel away.
So they had their chance to rest.
Pablo. This person is staying here. Travel. Brendan. This person is staying. Travel. Brennan. This person is staying. Travel. Vincent. This person has no health related. This person is staying here. Travel. Juliet. This person has no health related. This person is staying here. Travel. SFX volume 75. SFX volume 70%.
I'm gonna turn this down even more.
Provide location. This area, a large. Your people are not due. There is 1 task. There are 8 resources. Bandage. 2 available. These are being. This end your turn. Hold. Summary of day 9. 10 people are. Sean travels away from the crash site. Here, Jeremy travels away from the crash site. He arrives at the ice valley. Dana travels away from the crash. Tanner travels away. Holly travels away. Pablo travels. Brandon travels away. Brennan travels away. Vincent travels. Juliet travels away. Sean is comfortable with the temperature. Due to a food shortage, Sean was not able to eat anything. Jeremy is feeling quite warm. Due to a food shortage, Jeremy was not able. Dana is feeling. Due to a food shortage, Tanner is feeling quite warm. Due to a food shortage, Tanner was not able to eat anything.
So we're running out of food.
Holly is all toasty and warm, like a fuzzy bear on the beach. She has a blanket to help keep herself warm.
All toasty and warm.
Due to a food shortage, Holly was not able to eat any. Pablo is feeling quite warm. Due to a food shortage, Brendan is feeling. Brennan is feeling quite. Vincent is comfortable. Due to a food, Juliet is feeling. The fire at the first ridge was left unattended and has gone out. 10 people are at the ice valley. This is press enter to view yesterday. You have 10 people. All of your people are in view the ice location. Ice Valley, about 13 miles from the crash site.
All right.
Provides 1 insulation. This area is freezing cold. No fire here. Your people are not doing any tasks. There are 3 tasks available at 1. Set up a small camp. 2. Set up a small. 3. Search for anything useful. There are 8 resources here. 3. Search for anything useful. There are 8 resources here. Bandage. 2 available. These are blanket. There are 3. Search task. No one has the task given to Sean, a male teenager who is feeling stuffed and is depressed. He has exhaustion. Sean is protective but clump. Task given to Jeremy, a male adult who is feeling stuffed and is unhappy. He has no special health conditions. Jeremy is nurturing but previous. This no fire. 1 person. 1. Jeremy is going to search the area for anything
so
useful.
We're just gonna keep moving here because there's not much point in staying in these locations if you have no tasks. So what I'm gonna do.
There are 2 tasks available at this location. 1. Set up a small camp. 2. Set up a small camp. 1. There are 2. 1. Jeremy is going to search the area for anything useful.
Jeremy.
Sean at the Ice Valley. There are no 16 building materials. There are no 2 firewood. This person is carrying 2 types of item. 1. Exhaustion. Lack of sleep. Jeremy at the Ice Valley. Dana at the. There are 8 firewood. This person is carrying 1 type. This person has no health related dish. This person is staying here. Travel away. Dinner at. There are 1 knife. There are no 1 left. 1 band. This person is carrying. This person has no health. This person is staying. Travel away. Holly at. There are 6 bill. There are 6. 1 blink. This person is carrying 2. This person has no health. This person is staying. Travel away. Pablo. There are no. One lighter. This person is carrying 2. Frostbite. 1. An ankle 2 health issue. This person is staying here. Travel away. Brandon at the. There are no
So
1 bandage. This person has no. This person is staying here. Travel. Brandon at the. There are no. This 1 health issue. 1. A leg splint. This person is staying. Travel. Vincent at the ice. There are no 3 firewood. This person is care. This person has no health. This person is staying here. This person is set to. This travel away. Juliet at. There are no. This person is not care. This person has no help. This person is staying here. Travel away. SFX volume 65. Location. This area is freezing cold. No fire here. Hold shift and press in.
Let's make a fire.
A tiny fire is started, which crackles and glows. Your people will benefit from its heat and a small fire is smoldering. Your people will let the fire burn itself out by tomorrow. Press in. 1 person is assigned a task
fine.
at 1. Jeremy is going to.
So, most of them are leaving.
This is
the rest are resting.
Hold summary of date. 10 people are at. Sean took time to rest and due to a food shortage. Sean was not able to eat anything. Jeremy walks around the valley, digging in the snow and looking for anything that might come in handy. Jeremy has gained 1 blanket. Jeremy has completed his. Jeremy is feeling quite warm due to a food shortage. Dana travels away from the crash site. He arrives at the second ridge.
The second ridge.
Holly travels. Pablo travels. Brandon travels away from the crash. Vincent travels. Juliet travels. Dana is feeling quite warm due to a food shortage. Dinner is all toasty and warm due to a food shortage. Holly is all toast due to a food. Pablo is feeling quite warm due to a food. Brandon is feeling quite warm due to a food. Brennan is feeling quite warm due to a. Vincent is comfortable due to a food shortage. Juliet is feeling due to a food. The fire at Ice Valley has gone out. 8 people are at the second ridge. 8 people are at the second ridge. This is day 10. Press enter to view yesterday. So you have 10 people. You have people in 2 different. View the Ice Valley. View the second ridge. View location. Provides. This area is freezing. Provides 1 insulation. No fire here. Your people are not doing. There are 3 tasks. 1. Set up a small. 2. Set up a 3. Search for anything useful. There are 3 resources here. Blanket. 1 available. This is being carried. Building materials. 16 available. These are being carried. Firewood. 11 available. These are being carried by. Blank. There are 3 resources. 3. Search for anything useful. Sean at the Ice Valley. Jeremy at the Ice Valley. Dana at the second. Sean at the Sean, a male teenager who is feeling full and is depressed. There are no 16 building. There are no 1 firewood. This person is carrying 2 types. 1. Exhaustion. Lack of sleep. Jeremy. There are 1 blanket. There are no 10 firewood. This person is carrying. This person has no health related dish.
So Sean needs more rest.
Location. Provides 1 insulation. This area is freezing. No fire here. And you do not have the tools to start 1. Fire provides extra heat and your people are not doing it. There are 3. 1. Set up a small. 2. Set up. 3. Search for task selected. Previous. No one had task given to Sean, a male teen. Task given to Jeremy. Task given to Sean, a male teenager who is task given to Jeremy. Previous.
So Jeremy's gonna look for some more stuff.
Provide this area. No fire. 1 person. 1. Jeremy is going to search the area. There are 2 tasks.
Okay.
1. Set up a 2. Set up. This is press enter to view yesterday's sum. You have 10. You have people. View the second ridge. Standing significantly taller than the previous mountain ridge, these rocks clearly tore a lot more of the airship apart. There are some rather large pieces stuck into the snow.
Oh, and here's the description for the previous area.
View the Ice Valley. View the second location. The second ridge, about 18 miles, provides 4 protection. This area is freezing cold. The winds are quite strong, making it more provides 4 protection. Provides 3 insulation. Lowers morale by 2 each day. No fire here. Your people are not doing. There are 12 tasks available at this location.
Alright, so we got more tasks to do.
No fire here.
I'm wondering if I should keep on going or just. You know what? Let's do this. I'm gonna break this into parts, and we're gonna see how far I can go. So.
PawPrints. Audacity. List item.
Let me show you.
Your people are not. No fire here.
Break for this part.
Your people are not doing. There are 12 tasks available at this.
So I'm going to hit escape.
This is day. End your turn. Save and exit the game. Hold shift and press enter to confirm saving and exiting the game. Unknown. Save as dialog.
Just call it save.
Toolbar. Up. Address. C. Users Christopher Wright documents PawPrints toolbar. Up. Can't. Save
So
button.
it just asks you to choose the file.
Overwrite dialog. Overwrite this file. Yes button. Game saved. Exit.
So the game's saved.
New game. Continue a saved game. Open dialog file. Open split. Can't. Address.
And you can go in
Choose
here.
items. Change log. Save.sav. Game loaded. End your turn. Save and this is day. Press and this is day 10.
Right.
You have 10 people. You have people into view the ice. View the second ridge. Location provides for protect. This area is no fight. Your people. There are 12 tasks available at this.
Right. So you can just load the game and continue. All right. This is going to do it for part 1. We'll be back for part 2. This is really cool. So
PawPrints.
you guys stay tuned.
Audacity.